Hello, I just thought I would introduce you to my new toy. I'm just going to back off a minute so that you can see. This is an Orion SkyQuest 6-inch reflector, and we're just going to take you around, and excuse the jumpiness of the video. That's the base of it. And it also has a form of a tensioning system which allows you to tension it. As you have a look, it's got springs and the hub fits into the cradle. I got a torch on my head, but it doesn't seem to be illuminating much. That's the other bit of it, and we'll come round to the other side. And the thing that I like about this is that you're able to take it out, and it's got a friction setting. Let's just take that off. That is the focuser and the finder scope. So we'll just go down the tube, let you have a look at it. It's a 6-inch tube. What we'll do is we'll just tilt the tube forward so I can show you a bit more what it's like. There you are, we're just going down the tube now. That blue reflection is my lamp I got on my headlamp, give a bit more light. So we'll just go down again. We're just going to tip it forward a little bit. Oops! That back is the back mirror cell. That back mirror cell has got the adjusting screws on it for adjusting the collimation, the collimation angle of the mirror. And we'll just do another view down like that so you can see. The base itself is Teflon. It works on the Teflon pads. When you move that base, it sort of goes into these two yokes. As you can see it moving. The springs hold it taut, so there's also a carrying handle on there. It comes with a 25mm plus eyepiece. You can get other ones. I'll just pull the front down so I can show you inside. And let us hope the light I got will shine down there so you can see it. Yeah, that's it. Let's try and get that so it's not so bright. There we go. I can give some light to you now. The bit in the middle, the cross shape, is the spider, and you can see the mirror down the back. You can see that 6-inch mirror. It all comes with a cap. The only thing I don't like is that can hit the front. If it drops, it's got a back rubber bumper, but this does not have one. So I'm going to put a rubber bumper on here. I'm going to drill it and get a rubber bumper put on there, so if it does fall forward I don't damage the tube. If I have a show you in here, there's a rubber bumper in there, and you can see that, and down there is like a nut that allows the base to move. If I move the base, it's on Teflon pads, so that's how you can see it moving. The thing itself, it's actually quite heavy, even though it's a small scope. It's a 6-inch, which is the second smallest. It's actually quite unbelievably heavy. This is due to the base. The base is made of very, very high density fiberboard, and the problem with that is it is extremely heavy. I didn't realise how heavy it was. But yeah, I can manage it. I can carry it to the garden. I could also carry it to the churchyard where I'm going to be using it. If I want to take it further afield, I'm going to need to get a suitcase, you know, a suitcase truck. That can fit onto it with a bungee, and then I'll be able to push it to the park if I want to use it in the park. It's fitted with an easy finder. I'm not a fan of them. I've bought a normal finder. The eyepiece it comes with is a 25mm plus eyepiece, which is this one, and it's quite a nice little eyepiece. It's not probably going to focus on that. You can hear my music in the background. It's because there's noise outside. We got the carnival tonight, which is quite noisy. And if you have a look, that's the spider in the centre there that holds the secondary mirror. And it's got like quite a firm edge to it. I had to reposition the spider because for some reason it wasn't collimated. They said it was collimated, but the dot wasn't even going onto the mirror, it was going onto the tube. So I had to move this slightly, adjust the mirror, and it really was. It took me several hours actually. I followed the instructions. I used a laser collimator, but it was going everywhere bar the mirror, and I think it was put together. They said it was collimated, but I think personally they either forgot to do it or it got bumped around in the post. I don't know, that can happen. The screws on here, these are to adjust the spider. There's 4 of them, and we're just going to have a look down that lovely tube again, because I can't resist it. And you can see that glint of that mirror. 6 inches is a fair size mirror. I was offered to buy a 4-inch one, and I thought it was only another 40 quid to buy a better one. A 6-inch, you could class it as semi-professional. It will do most of the star clusters, and you can do the planets with it, and the moon. I plan to do a moon and solar astronomy. I'm really into solar. I was very much as a boy into the solar astronomy at school. If you're going to do solar, you will need a special filter to go onto the front here. Do not look at it with the sun on. It's without a filter on the front. You will be blinded, and you will have visual problems afterwards. Well, I got visual problems anyway. I'm slightly partially sighted, very, very slightly. I've got very good low light, so I don't plan on using this on high magnification because I just won't be able to see the images. So what I'm going to be doing is using a 25 and a 40mm eyepiece and perhaps a 15 or a 10 to do some planetary work. I don't think I'll be able to use more than, it's 300 magnification is capable. I don't think I'll use more than 2. Otherwise the images are going to be a bit dark, and I don't think I'm going to manage with that. The finder scope is basically a red dot that goes onto a target up through that hole there, and that allows you, it projects, makes you think you're projecting a red dot on the sky that you're not. The focuser is a standard focuser, which I tighten the screws up just to make sure. And oh, we know it's a 6, but if you turn it the wrong way, it's a 9. So if I stuff the badge on upside down, it'll say 9, and I can convince everyone I got a 9-inch. Not that they make a 9-inch. They make these in a 4.5, a 6, an 8, and a 10 in this particular mount. This is called a classic dobsonian mount, and what it means is that it moves in azimuth and altitude. Sorry, I've just got my words messed up. I've only just started in astronomy, so I don't know very much about it. So, and you can move the base around. You can see the base move in there. Actually, it's nylon pads. It's using Teflon nylon pads as bearings, but it actually works extremely well. And the tube there is held on by these 2 springs, one on either side. So that's the Orion Dobsonian xt 6-inch Classic. Thank you very much for viewing. I hope this has been good. This is something I would suggest you started off with. It's tempting to buy a 4 or something smaller than the 6, but I think personally if you want to do something in astronomy, it's far better to have a 6 or an 8 when you start, rather than to get something that's not very good that you're going to have to replace later on. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good time looking at the sky when we get clear skies, which we don't very often in Shepton Mallet.